Tape marker. The Green Knight review, guys. Let's get right to it. Let's go. A24. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D. Ignore Ryan 680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys, who bring the movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it, man. So, The Green Knight. We're very late on this review, guys, so we do apologize on that. It's been crazy. See, there it goes again. It's been crazy. Definitely a busy week. We're getting back to the world of film right here. It's a lot of movies coming out. So let's get right to it, Angela. We're a little late to the party here, but the retelling of Camelot, of not actually necessarily King Arthur's story, but we got a different tale in here, and I didn't know what to expect. Okay, when I first saw this trailer, I was immediately hooked on, and I was all like, it's A24. Dude, this is just a very out there film. And let me go on record and say this in the beginning of this review. This movie may not be for everybody.
Nope.
It may not. That's just like, nope. It may not be for everybody, so we'll go on and say that as a record. It may not be for everybody because everyone's used to the same old tale, really, of, not necessarily King Arthur or anything like that. It's a very different film. It's a different format. It's very differently based mythology, and all that stuff. So right out the bat, though, we get a retelling of this medieval story, and dude, this story was really out there and really fantasy, and it was just I loved it. I digged it. Coming out of the theater, I was just like, what the hell did I just watch? Like, it's weird. A24 always does this to me, to where like you question, like, what did I just watch? What was going on in this world? Like, what did I just get done watching that I am still talking about days later after this?
So I agree with you on the A24 aspect. So I know the first 15 minutes of it gave me a totally different vibe than I expected. Yeah, I really didn't know what to expect, but then again, I was like, okay, it's A24. They're used to these really off the wall movies that have so much hidden meaning, messages, imagery, so much. And for me, a lot of that, just me, and it has for other films too, some of it just goes over my head, and I feel like maybe I just don't enjoy it or as much because I don't fully understand the messages, the underlying messages, tones, themes. I don't fully understand it. Again, it's just me, so I didn't enjoy it as much. Yeah. So, but again, it's happened with other films. The one that comes to mind is The Lighthouse. Everyone loved The Lighthouse. It is critically acclaimed. I did not enjoy it. It's a
good film.
I did not enjoy it.
Lighthouse is a good film.
I am so sorry. I did not enjoy it. Same thing with this. I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it. But I really liked how the story unfolded.
Played out.
Definitely was not predictable.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely not. It threw a lot of curveballs, wrenches, and everything out there. Cats out of the bag. So it's really, I gotta give it that. It's very wild, I gotta say. Like you said, it plays into fantasy. Especially it tells like the story of, like you say, King Arthur's nephew, who at one point he's like, I don't have any tales to tell. And then he goes on this adventure. That's
what's crazy about it. And a lot of this format, it's like the old English style, and I love that. I just love how proper they speak and everything. I love all that mythology. I love it all. And that's what I felt. That's what drew me more to this movie, because I love the sword fighting. I love the the properness. It just, and we reach those aspects, but we reach another aspect, another realm that I did not think we could ever reach.
That was definitely, like I say, it's definitely surprising.
The opening for this movie is so A24 that it's just there's no other way to describe it. In that sense, it's such an A24 opening, and that's the thing about A24. For the most part, their openings are really spot on. They get you hooked in right away, because it's just like they leave you with the question the very first 5 minutes of this film, like, what the hell am I about to watch? What is going on? And you get interested and hooked. It's not like you were like watching your clock or nothing or anything like that. It really gets you questioning into exactly what are you watching. In that filming aspect. And I'm so glad I got to see this movie in theaters. Good intro into this world, into this mythology fantasy world that we're going into. And right off the bat though, I did Dave Patel. I did like.
Yeah, Dev Patel. Okay, so he was the reason why
actor.
I really liked.
Good, solid.
Was hooked on from seeing the trailer. He was the main reason because I like him as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's great, phenomenal. And so I really wanted to see how he was going to take this role. And my gosh, he did not disappoint. He was fantastic.
Yes, he was.
Super fantastic.
Great.
He made me cry in the theater. And I can't wait to see more work from him, Dev. You're great. But for me, that is the only thing that saved it.
Yeah.
For me, like I said, the story, it got lost for me, over my head. I didn't fully understand it. Mm-hmm. But I gotta say, his acting was spot on.
Yes, it was. I mean, I fell in love with him right away. You fall in love with his journey. You fall in love with the emotions that he's feeling in the quest for his journey. And once again, he does. Of course, you're gonna counter obstacles here, and that's the fact of the matter is that those obstacles really change his whole perspective in life. And in accordance to what he's very young, the choice he makes is gonna affect his future life, and we see that a lot in this film, and I love that about this movie so much. That anything, you know, they kind of touch upon it in the trailer, little diabolical there, you know, little of the we saw a little magic here and there, and again, it's just one of those things to where like you don't know what the hell you're gonna expect out of this film, and that's why I loved it more. I love the idea of like not being predictable because I didn't know what to predict. It was just so, once again, Angela already said it. There's so many different curveballs in this movie. We saw, first off, whoever did the scouting set for this film, is, wow. They deserve an award.
The locations were really great.
Yes, they were really great. They were really great. They created that atmosphere that you wanted us to really push us through the limits. And I love that because you're in this roller coaster with this guy, you know? You're really in with him with Godwin. You're really in with him throughout this whole film. And like you get to experience a different atmosphere, the different environments that he encounters in this quest, and the different forests, the different, you know, the castle. You get to see a different aspect of it as far as atmosphere. And that's the thing about me is like I love different sets. And to be honest, I'm 100% sure those are all real places. You know, obviously they have to be. You know, and I love that about it. The real forest. It's just nature, man. Yep. It's just real beautiful and makes it look creepy.
Yes, nature is definitely creepy in the right perspective. Overall, though, I gotta say I really enjoyed it. Super surprising. I did not expect any of that.
I am gonna love the color schemes in this film. I really did love that a lot.
It was very dark, and I like how the camera, like a lot of the scenes and stuff, were dark to mimic the themes of
but darkness. It wasn't too dark because that could become a very huge problem. We saw that in Game of Thrones, is that it's just when it's too dark, you can't really see what's going on. But this one wasn't that. It was like medium. It was perfect. It was like dark enough to where like you're trying to figure out what was going on, but then at the same time it's not dark enough to where like you can't see because you could see what's going on. So that's what I loved about this film too as well. I felt like they really did a good job as far as editing goes. When it comes down to that, you know, and we'll go on record saying as well, I just love the costume design in here. The way they did the makeup for the we're not going to mention it because they don't see it. We don't see it at all in the trailer, surprisingly. You guys will know what we're talking about as far as makeup and design, and as far as the villain in here.
The Green Knight.
The Green Knight, because they really don't show him in the trailer, and obviously he's green. The costume design, the way the costume design he is in here, just so well lit. It's so well done, and I just love the sound, the music in this movie. Was spot on beautiful. I love the way this music was just synchronizing with each other throughout the different scenes, especially with those dramatic scenes. I just love the opera feel. It was very, very.
He wants to see an opera now.
Yeah, it was very, very done, very well.
I would say overall, like those aspects, like the score, like those scenes, like you said, enhances just dramatic beautiful moments. Beautiful cinematography was great. Locations was great.
Yeah.
I overall enjoyed that aspect of it.
Yeah. This movie came out to be 2 hours and 10 minutes. Actually, it didn't feel like it whatsoever. I feel like if it would have gone longer, though, like close to 3 hours, I think we would have felt it. But this movie had a story to tell. And this movie had had colors to really expose a lot in this film. And also just the whole mythology of just, you know, knights and are you a knight? And that was the most best thing to be at the time, and just it's beautiful. It really is. I love that. Also, we get a little glimpse of the fox too in here, and the fox is so damn cute. I love that fox. That was a beautiful fox. But yeah, we know it's CGI. I mean, I'm like 90% sure it's CGI. I could be totally wrong, but it looks like CGI like crazy.
I'm pretty sure the fox is CGI because
the way it was moving.
Yeah. Like I've seen videos of foxes, and you know, we could be wrong. It could be an animal actor, but I'm pretty sure it's CGI. But it was really cute.
Yeah, real cute.
So again, I haven't read up on the folklore of the Green Knight. So you know, if all of this is exactly how the folklore goes, great. But coming into this, not knowing what to expect, it was actually not too bad. Like it surprised the hell out of me.
It was a really solid cast. Like this cast is really solid. I love it too because it doesn't have a lot of really big names. The only one big name I would say was Joel Edgerton, and
Dev Patel is a big name.
Yeah. Oh, Dave Patel. Yeah. We see him a lot, in Boy Erased. We've seen him a lot in The Great Gatsby. He's been in a lot of high dollar films and everything. So it's just that's the only actor I would say that we would recognize right off the bat, and I did recognize him right away.
I recognized Dev Patel right away, and then also I know I recognized I forgot her name, but she played I think Lisa Aaron from Game of Thrones. That actress,
yeah,
Queen, loved her. She's great. But yeah, I think the cast was really great. They all did a phenomenal job. Dev Patel, you're man, bro. You're great. Awesome. And I can't wait to see what you have in the future for us. But overall, I thought it was pretty great. Great film. Good film.
Was this a film that we deserve? I'm going to say yes. Definitely this was the film that we deserve, guys. And yeah, let's go to ratings, Angela. Ratings 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest. What do you give this rating?
I'm going to give it a solid 7. I'm going to give it an 8. Only because, again, part of the message was lost. It went over my head. I didn't fully comprehend it, and that's just a my bad kind of thing. But I feel like Dev really carried this film for me. He made this great for me. If it was anybody else, I don't think they would have done it as well as he had done. And it wouldn't be what he made it to be. So I really give him props for that. He made that film for me. I liked watching him perform. He was great. So that's why I give it a solid 7.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a 7.5. I know I went 8, but I'll give it 7.5. Rethinking about it, it's one of those things to where it's a good solid film. It really is. It's above average for sure. I'm definitely. Am I going to buy this movie? Probably so. Just because I just love that whole aspect of just being a knight and how the knight, the mythology and everything. I love that a lot. I love that whole realm, and I enjoyed this film very much. So, would you recommend this movie, Angela?
Yes and no. Again, it's to your own caution. Take with a grain of salt. It is definitely not for everybody.
It's not, but we do recommend if you do like that sword aspect and just like Camelot and all that stuff.
Kind of like a small little thriller, dramatic. If you love like 14th century themes and genres, definitely try it. Again, it will surprise you.
Yeah, most definitely.
It really will surprise you. So if you love A24 films and all that vibe, definitely check it out. Definitely. All right, Alamo City Movie Talk does recommend this movie, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Give us a thumbs up, be like a review. And any final thoughts, Angela? I'm going to read up on the poem that it's based on because I want to know what this folklore is about. It has me interested. And awesome. I think that's what makes the film successful. You want to know where this came from. Yeah. And you want to know more about it. Yeah. So yeah, that's a pretty successful film when it does that. Definitely. To the audience. Yep. Definitely. All right, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. You call me Ryan680. I'm Angela at that Cali Ange. And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Be sure to hit that subscribe button once again. Give us a thumbs up, like a review. Have a good one, guys. Peace. Stay classy, San Antonio.